Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor came out with a tweet earlier saying that he's going to be fighting Manny Pacquiao, I believe, in 2021, and Manny Pacquiao later, a couple hours later, I believe, like around an hour or two later, followed up with his own tweet confirming that the two will fight. I want to know your thoughts on that. Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. Me personally, I don't like the style from Conor McGregor. I'm fighting a guy like Manny Pacquiao, but what do you think?
So you said it's in 2021?
Yeah, I believe,
Hmm.
2021 for sure.
Interesting. And this is going to be for Pacquiao's belt?
Maybe. I guess the belt is on the line. I got to look that up for sure, but
If
I
it
know they
is,
will be
that is
fighting.
crazy. I mean, if they're fighting, I mean, I don't know. It's not going to have the same build-up to Mayweather-McGregor. So that, I think it sells way less pay-per-views. But I still think because it's McGregor and he's come back to boxing and it is Manny Pacquiao, it's still a big name. It's still going to do well. They're still going to sell pay-per-views. But stylistically, like, I mean, we saw what happened to Conor against Floyd. But Conor actually didn't do too bad against Floyd. He landed some good shots against
He
Floyd. He
did.
landed more than Pacquiao.
He did, but I think Floyd Mayweather was toying. You know,
Yeah, he was yeah.
he was toying. He could have got him out of there way earlier.
Yeah,
I
he
thought.
could have.
You know, it's like people paid to watch that fight, and obviously it was a mismatch. He hasn't been in a boxing ring before. It's like, all right, let's toy around, give the people some of their money's worth,
Yep,
and then we'll go from there. That's
I
exactly what
agree
that
with
fight
that.
was. But
Exactly.
Manny Pacquiao, listen, Manny Pacquiao is going to come forward.
He's gonna come. He's gonna try to kill him.
That one thing I can say about Manny Pacquiao, and almost every fight that I see Manny Pacquiao, he's coming forward. He's not one of those guys that's
He's
going to
never
dance around
backing
the
up.
ring. And
Yep.
there's risk in that, because if you're a good counterpuncher and you can catch Manny Pacquiao. That's why I thought Danny Garcia and Manny Pacquiao would have been an excellent fight to make, because Manny Pacquiao could come forward, and we all know Danny Garcia is a counterpuncher. So we saw Manny Pacquiao when he got caught by one Mel Marquez, the risk of coming forward. But obviously, for the fans' perspective, you'd like to see a guy come forward because it makes the fight interesting. But I think stylistically for McGregor, I just don't think it's going to be a competitive fight. I didn't want Manny Pacquiao to take this fight because I thought he showed me a lot fighting Keith Thurman. I thought he still could hang with some of the young welterweights, but he did say this fight, a huge proportion of the earnings will proceed those affected nationwide by the pandemic. So I can't knock that. It's like, all right, the proceeds is going to for a good cause. Am I going to sit here and bash Pacquiao for choosing to fight McGregor? I can't. Like, my conscience won't let me do that, even though I want to see Manny Pacquiao fight again amongst these young welterweights and then retire and run into the sunset.
Right. No, I agree with you on that. I mean, at least he said, I saw he said he was going to give his money to the COVID victims and for the the relief, stuff like that. So it's great to see that, and it's a nice gesture. And it's just, I don't know, if it's for the belt, I think that would make this thing so much more crazy. Then, how the Mayweather-McGregor had that made-up belt or whatever it was for that one fight. It's like, if this is actually for Pacquiao's belt, I think there's going to be a lot more intensity to it. I think you see a different McGregor, not like the showman McGregor you had against Mayweather. I don't think he wins. I mean, he could. You never know, because he's pulled off a lot of upsets in his career, McGregor. But against Manny Pacquiao, I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know, dude.
I don't think he wins against Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna come forward, man. He still got enough in the tank. He definitely got enough in the tank. I mean, Keith Thurman is a good welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, he's not as good as he was at one point, especially with the injuries. Keith Thurman here I'm talking about, but he still is a good level welterweight, a top 10 welterweight at that still. And I thought Manny Pacquiao, even though it was a close fight, I still thought Manny Pacquiao schooled him. You know how you could school somebody even though the fight is close?
Yeah.
I thought Manny Pacquiao schooled him in a lot of the rounds, and I thought he still could have hang with a lot of the welterweights. Maybe he probably might fight one more fight after the McGregor against a young welterweight we have yet to see. But that's a fight right there for the Manny Pacquiao fans. You also got to think about it like this. A lot of Manny Pacquiao fans want to watch Manny Pacquiao. He hasn't fought in a long time. The pandemic has altered his career at his age,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to see him fight somebody. Because you know how I know? Because a lot of the Manny Pacquiao fans is watching my old fight reactions from Pacquiao fights against Broner and stuff. Those views is going up. So I'm like, all right, these people want to see Manny Pacquiao
Oh
already.
man, January of 2019 against
literally.
Broner. Man,
Yeah, literally. Like those
it's
videos
been
is
a
going up.
minute.
Shoot, Manny Pacquiao, if you want to stay off a couple more months and let my views go up, then that's good, Manny Pacquiao, too. I'll take that, too, because they miss you out there, for sure.